You know, it's always fun to see what our minor league baseball teams come up with to entertain us. It's all over the place. And this week, the Dash has kind of a crazy mixture of things that you might not expect. I spoke with Dash announcer Andrew Murphy to get a preview. This is the craziest mix-up I've ever heard of with aviation and beer. So tell me how all this will play out.
Well, that mix is exactly what we were going for. You know, when we came together earlier on before the season and decided what we wanted a couple of one-game rebrands to look like, we wanted something that would resonate with not just the citizens of Winston-Salem and the Triad, but the entire state of North Carolina, right? So, you know, I remember somebody saying, well, First in Flight is on the license plate, and then Flight led to craft beer, right? There's a rich aviation history within the state, and then, of course, a growing abundance of craft breweries and craft beer lovers everywhere. So when you pair those two, you get the Winston-Salem Flights.
So when I hear flights, all I can think of is that you're just going to see flights of beer all over the park. Explain what it's going to look like Friday night.
We have a wider selection of beer than has ever been in Truist Stadium. This is the widest selection of beer in the history of the ballpark. And we've got Anheuser-Busch products. We've got products from our friends at Foothills just down the street. We've got products from Appalachian Mountain Brewing up in Boone, North Carolina. So there's a wide selection of beer to choose from, and there are multiple places in the ballpark to get those products, specifically our new Foothills flight deck out in right field. Right now that is open seating, so if you have a ticket to the game, you can watch the game from arguably one of the better views in the ballpark up there in right field.
And the big question is, how do you tie aviation into all of this?
You've got that old school kind of Wright Brothers style airplane, but the framework is where it gets cool, because you'll notice if you take a closer look, the framework of it between the two wings of the plane are pints of beer. And then you look at the propellers on it, and those are pints of beer.
Andrew, thanks for taking time out. We appreciate it. This sounds like so much fun. We'll see you Friday night. So that logo, by the way, you can only get that merchandise at the park. They're not selling this online, at least for now. That may change in the future. But it's just kind of a, he said they get a lot of people that aren't even from the Triad proper that will come in from all places because they collect those unusual kind of,
yeah.
It's not a jersey, but it's like merchandise.
Mm-hmm. It's agritourism to me,
yes,
right?
It is.
So, I mean, and this is a big draw for North Carolina. We used to be a tobacco state, and then we became a different kind of state, right? And so we have different things to bring in, and so that's a cash crop right there, is the hops and the beer and the wine, right?
All of that. I told them they should do First in Flights. And then he said, no, because I think the state might argue if we did that.
So you just said something that would be a good idea for the Greensboro, the hoppers. They could make their own hoppers. Think about that.
You could do
and tie the beer in with that.
And beer.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a great idea.
You just did
something. You need to float that.
But that's cool. I mean, and how great that they're bringing beers from other places around the state in. So a lot of people maybe have never had it before, and you can just kind of sample it all.
So you've been to that. What did he talk about? The flight?
Oh yeah, so that deck area that is in that
right
like outfield-ish area, yeah.
It's like the party deck.
It is.
Now that's the flight deck.
It's another good place to watch, right? Because you were always around the regular side, you know, the home plate, you know, that kind of stuff. And so this just gives you a different viewpoint.
Such a beautiful park too.
It's a great park. We have great parks. I mean, between Hoppers and the Dash and High Point, we have really great parks to walk around in, hang out, watch the games.
Now we know what to do Friday night. I'll see you there.
I'll be here, but you just send me pictures.
I'll get you.
Let me know how it goes.
And get one of those cool shirts.
Yes,
absolutely.
I love the shirt.